Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends series. This is the Build-A-Figure wave of Dormammu. We're having a look today at Mystic Rivals Nico. Nico comes with the lower torso and skirt area of Dormammu. Obviously, one of the reasons why I wanted to look at her next. She also comes with appearing to be a staff amulet and also an interchangeable hand. The one side of the package features Enchantress, the other side of the package features Nico, and then on the back, the two characters, Nico, Minoru, and Marvel's Enchantress. A very, very brief read-up, not really specific about the characters, but saying these women use their mystical powers for the very different reasons. One for good, the other for evil. Evil. Down below, collect all 8 figures if you want to build Dormammu. I'm impressed that they went this route of giving this Build-A-Figure, because Dormammu is actually a really interesting character I've always wanted to get in a Build-A-Figure wave, and I believe this is the first outing for this particular character. Spot has picked up all of this entire line from the folks over at Entertainment Earth, so if you guys are unable, like myself, I know how it's sometimes a burden to buy stuff in Canada, you just can't find it anywhere, you can click the link down below and order the entire wave now from Entertainment Earth. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, though, we're going to get a better look at the Mystic Rivals, Nico, Minoru. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's have a look at the Build-A-Figure piece first, then we'll have a look at Nico. She does come with the lower torso or skirt area of Dormammu. There is this little split on the front. You can hopefully see. There's peg holes on the, or peg points on the inside of the skirt. I don't know how difficult this is going to be to add the legs, but one thing they've done is they put a smaller peg on this side versus the larger peg on the other. That way you don't confuse which leg goes in which socket. Let's go ahead and, you know what, let's have some fun. We'll just attach the torso, there we go, to the skirt area. And there's, well, there's not really much to be said so far, but there's a torso and a lower skirt of Dormammu. Looking forward to getting this guy put together. He looks like he's really going to be an impressive piece. It's still a little iffy on that cranberry red that's on the front. But other than that, you know what? Looks like it's going to be a good figure. Let's put that to the side. Nico also comes with, more specific to her, she comes also with like a scepter. She would call that a scepter with some nice, rather nice, not translucent, mind you, which I think could have gone better, but a more opaque, like energy or spell that's wrapped around the scepter. It looks really cool. I think, though, it could have done a little bit better by being translucent, personally speaking, but all things considered, I think it looks really decent. You can go ahead and put it into her hand. Now, she only has one partially closed hand. Oops, try not to bend the scepter here. She has one partially closed hand. The other hand, on the other hand, is a completely open spread hand. Now, she does have this hand as well, but again, same idea. It's going to be an open hand. So really, this is the only hand that will hold and support the scepter. As you could probably expect it, being that the hand is so small, and being that the scepter is so top-heavy, it does sit a little difficult in her hand. Like, as you can see, it flops around a lot. I can't really imagine how there would have been a workaround to that. But I guess if you angle the figure just right, she does hold it. Just don't really bang the figure too much, or again, like it gets a little on the loose side. All right, so the other thing that we were talking about just that few seconds ago, she does also have the interchangeable hand, which gives us what I was talking about with that little cloud that's wrapped around the scepter. She has more a hand that's translucent pink, which I think could have looked better with that, personally speaking. You can go ahead and pop the shoulder out of the torso section here. I always hate pulling pegs out that small from torsos. I just feel like they're just asking for trouble. And again, you know what? I put it on the wrong shoulder. Bananas. Just finished talking about how one was partially closed, and the one actually that's already opened, it's actually the same arm. And again, you just pop this off. Ugh, look how small that peg is. So problematic. I just don't like I always feel like, I don't even want to say it. Don't even want to say it. But there she has the interchangeable alternate hand, as you can see, with the translucent pink. Really nice. I like the look of that. In fact, I like that so much, I might end up keeping it on Nico as is. I just think that looks really cool. Probably looks a lot cooler when you have her with the scepter as well, but even still. All right, so let's have a look at this figure. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's just I'm picking good figures to start with, but really, the last several lines, I know Spot's a bit behind when it comes to his Marvel Legends reviews, but the last several lines I've been seeing all have incredible paint work. And I don't know if it's just a case that Hasbro is upping their game when it comes to their paint concepts and just paint executions, but like all the figures are getting better and better. Enchantress really impressed me. I have to say though, Nico really impresses me as well. Let's have a look at her face. The face obviously, or overall, she's sporting a very goth look, but it's an extremely clean paint job. The black hair back in a ponytail, a little bit of pink there on the little elastic there. But the paint is exceptionally clean. I really don't have any complaints I could make about the paint job. I guess maybe like it seems like her neck area comes across and reads a little paler. But other than that, I think the face sculpt is quite good. The face sculpt, the paint. Boy, oh boy, Hasbro's up in their game. The irises there are bright pink. Not translucent, obviously, to that of the hand. And I guess not even quite the same coloring as this, but still a pink iris. Purple eyeshadow, black lipstick. She fits the bill of a goth character. And I really love this figure. I think it's done exceptionally well. She's got also some lace on her sleeves, which I guess could have been the only contention I would have had where if any shortcomings could be made on paint, this lace could have been disastrous. But actually, nope, the lace is done pretty good. Like the little trim of pink around the bottom of her skirt. Of course, the striped leggings. Very, very much a Tim Burton style of outfit. And then she's got her strapped calf-high boots there. Very, very good figure, though. When it comes to reposability, Nico's head is not only on a ball joint, but also she has that hinge that I was talking about before. The neck, again, comes across a little on the lighter side, but the head being covering most of it, you really don't see it too much. Shoulders hinge out, along with the spell hand. Full rotation on the shoulder area, full rotation on the forearms. She has a bend at the elbow, which also rotates the forearm section. And she also has a rotation and hinge on the individual hands. When it comes to her torso, upper torso is on a ball joint. Doesn't really tip up and down too much, but you still get a full rotation left and right. No articulation on the waist. Forward and back motion on the legs. Little limited by the skirt, but luckily the skirt is a soft rubber, so it doesn't hinder it as much as you would imagine. Her legs do split. Double hinge knee. Rotation on the boot. Hinge on the foot. I said this actually with the Enchantress. I might even just correct myself. So far, 2 strong figures in this wave. Paint's been exceptional. Sculpt has been exceptional. Even though really, a lot of these make use of previous builds. They're adding enough to it that it doesn't feel like more of the same. Even though really Enchantress comes across more of the same than Nico here, I actually feel both figures are really done well. Fine work, Hasbro. Fine work. And that's only 2 figures in. I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the line is going to play out. But if it's anything like these 2 figures, I think we've got ourselves a pretty good wave for this series. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look. This was, again, the continuation of the Dormammu wave. We're looking today at Nico Mindru. Certainly stay tuned, guys. Like I said, Spot's got the videos of the other figures lined up as we slowly put together Dormammu. Many more videos certainly are heading your way for that. As always, thanks for watching, as you always do. I'll see you next time.